All right, good evening or night, I should say, Scorpios. All right, like I said, I always get your vibes after dark. All right, but that's one thing I keep hearing is after dark. All right, so obviously you love the feeling when darkness sets. A lot of people do, but something with like deep Scorpios, they tend to find like solitude. Um, because things are quiet. The hustle and bustle of the day is over. Um, and it's like Scorpio's time to really thrive. All right. So I'm getting after dark as if like you truly like that. Um, but I'm also getting tremendous growth. But there's something good coming in for you, Scorpio. There's going to be a person that's going to swoop in. Okay? I don't like to try to get like time specific because that shit can change. All right? Energy shifts and changes all the time. Um, and a lot of people try to like, that's why we don't really get a lot of the answers because people, we're just prone to fucking it up, you know? So, well, let's see what we got here. All right, let's get these shuffled in good here. That's Six of Cups here, so feeling nostalgic. You could be kind of like reminiscing, you know. Also, you know, focused on healing that inner childhood wounds that you may have had. So, all right, let's see what's going down here for the Scorpios. Yeah, so this is going to be for people that actually like aren't in a relationship, or maybe, you know, like you're separated and, you know, maybe you're thinking about going into moving into or dating or doing something here. All right. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. We have, oh, look at that, we got double knights. Oh my god, this is crazy. Holy fuck. The hell was that? Sorry, listen. No, not now. The Page of Wands, confirmation message. Justice card. Alright? So I feel like you're going to get some form of justice, alright? But I just feel like somebody's going to come in very unexpectedly and they're going to help balance you. They're going to help you truly. And it's somebody who has dignity, integrity, and is honest no matter how bad it fucking hurts, right? I've always said, show me their ass. All right? I don't want to sit and fuck around for years and prolong toxic shit, you know? It's like, I'd rather be alone than be with somebody and be miserable. But it's like, somebody's coming in, they're moving fast, all right? It could be around this weekend, too, for some of you. They're going to message you, they're going to say something, all right? But it's going to feel good, all right? It's nothing bad. It's a very romantic, loving, you know, a person that can wine and dine, but yet also be a freak in the sheets, okay? Might be a playboy, you know, being that it is a night. But that doesn't always mean because that they're, you know, a true, you know, maybe you guys are going to help keep this balanced, one another balanced here. Wow, and then at the top we have the King of Cups. So, yeah, I'm seeing a very an emotional energy. So there could be somebody who, like, wears their heart on their sleeve and loves to, like I said, wine and dine and treat you good and do romantic things and do things, you know, kind of impulsively. But I feel like, yeah, it's just going to come out of nowhere. This message is going to come out of nowhere. All right, let's try that again here. Oh, we did have the yeah, we're just going to take that one out because we've already seen it. All right, with the Justice card. Then we do have the Moon here. All right, you're not going to see it coming. Okay, they're really paying attention and admiring you, but they're sitting back in the shadows. All right, you don't even see them. People think you ride on your high horse, Scorpio, but it's because you do. All right, because you earned it. All right. You don't get the recognition and the praise and the admiration if you're nothing. Right? It's kind of like the more people talk about a person, it's like the more it helps the person you're talking shit about. Because then it makes people curious, you know? And then they see like, what the fuck? That person don't seem like that. So yeah, but with the moon here, this is like a secret, all right? That they've been holding and that they've been keeping, but there is a deep, deep emotional connection here. All right? Very freaking deep. So, you're riding along on your horse and just holding your head high as if it's zero fucks to give. Because you know who you are. You know what you're made of. All right? So, yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Ooh, what do we got here? The High Priestess. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so y'all could be dealing with the Pisces, another Libran, Cancerian. All right. But they secretly have feelings for you. All right. They really are like a very deep, dark, mysterious person themselves, you know, like, and they try to like sit in between so that way, you know, things are balanced. Persephone, Sirius. It's Persephone moon. Yeah. God, let's not even get on that with my one channel when I named it Moon. Like, oh my God. Fucking weirdos out here try to then, oh, that's my, fucking try to jack my shit. And I'm not getting into it though. But that's my Persephone moon. Goddess of the freaking underworld here. We have here the Ten of Cups, the Chariot. Okay, so I feel like, I'm just going to put them back though. And there's that other Pisces energy. So I feel like right now it's like they know you are what it will fulfill them in the end, truly. All right. Because when you're in the Six of Wands, it's a positive energy. All right. You can walk through a crowd with your head held high and your eyes forward, your back straight, your chin up, and you ain't paying attention to all the people that are around you, but everybody's watching you. Everybody looks at you. They see you, and they see you as very admirable. All right. And this person really does. They just think you're out of this world, all right, with that Six of Wands. Especially with the High Priestess sitting there. All right, so let's get a little more for Scorpio. I hear the Queen. Persephone movie tale. I hear the Queen of Wands. All right, very beautiful energy. All right, so they see that you know who you are. You know what you want. You stand in your power. They see your power. All right, and they just see that you are a unique vessel, all right? Because the Queen of Wands, I've stated many times, that they're very different from the other queens, all right? It's like they stick out, you know? They're the ones that are going to wear, you know, the wild clothing, you know, and just have style and edge to them. Cats, you know, because the Queen of Wands typically has a cat. So I feel like, yeah, they see you as a priestess, also a witch, all right? Somebody who knows who they are and stands in their integrity, all right? So we have the Sun. I feel like, yeah, they really, wow, with the world, they really feel like you are their world. You are the sunshine of their world, all right? It's like with that Ten of Cups. It's like with the rainbow. You know, after every storm comes a beautiful rainbow. And I feel like that's what I'm getting here. All right, with the moon and the High Priestess and just this energy vibe I'm getting. All right, they see you in harmony with the world, the spiritual world. They see how much you've changed, how positive and radiant you are. Because the Sun is the most positive card. And I feel like they think you are like the Sun. You are as positive as humans can get. And when you're not, you do try to catch it. But I feel like this is just like kind of like a deep, like it's deep. It's a deep emotional connection. All right. And deep emotional connections can make people feel a little scared. All right. But they want to come in and they want to, I got here the Nine of Cups. They want to, they literally want to reunite. That's their wish fulfillment. To reunite. Reunite. So yeah, there might be, you know, guys might not have seen each other, you know, but when you put your wishes out there, that is when, you know, everything starts to shift and get moved around. So that way, at the perfect time, everything flows, you know, like divine timing. All right, so let's just get this wrapped up. So reunion is what what they are wishing for. And if it's a high priestess energy, yeah, they're going to be able to do that, because a high priestess, if they're, you know, like, if they know what they're doing, they'll be able to. It's about having that deep knowledge, that deep knowing, that deep inner intuition. And yeah, I feel like you guys may both be like two spiritually powerful people, you know, being the Queen of Wands, the witch, and a high priestess. Y'all could make big shit happen. You guys could really change the world in a positive way. All right. And everybody would just be happy and flourish, because there's something here for you between you guys. All right. If they see you out in public, they look, but they make it not noticeable. It's kind of like discreet, you know. So let's get one more out before I pull from this other deck, please. Because I feel like we have to pull from this one deck, because I'm just getting the vibes that there's something there. And in that deck, you guys are going to have to do a little research in yourself, because I'm not, I don't use them all the time, and I haven't been able to study them all. We got the Fool here. Yeah. Somebody's wishing, they're wanting to take a leap of faith. They are thinking and thinking and thinking. All right. They know what they want to do, but taking action and taking a leap of faith, you know, it's kind of like, they always say, you know, when you have a thought, go for the first one, you know, because you're going to get to the point where you're going to think, oh, well, maybe this or maybe that. Stick with the first and take action. All right. Because the first one is the authentic. So we have, we got the Empress here. Look at that. Yeah. So I feel like they see you as a very carefree person. We have here the Eight of Wands. Yeah, they see how much you move, how much you've grown. All right. But I also feel like they want you to take action quick. But I feel like they need to take action quick. All right. And make some movements. Wishing for forward movement, because the Empress is the almighty divine feminine. All right. No wonder they want this. No wonder they want to come back. All right. No wonder they're kind of in their... We got here the Hanged One with the Magician. All right. So if there was any spell work, let's just say you need to be confident. All right. You need to rely on your intuition, your thoughts, the consistency to keep the energy and the momentum going. But it's like, I also feel like somebody doesn't know how to really fully use their magic. There could be, you know, some confusion here, but just somebody needs to just release and use the Magician energy, because they're granted the energy for a reason. All right. And those 3 stars always stick out to me. All right. And it could be this 3 of Cups, you know, wanting that reunion. Wanting a reunion. To reunite, because it feels good. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. 2 more here. Yes, you can go out in a minute, Persephone. So hold tight, babies. I got a glimpse of this. I can't even think. Oh, well, we got the rainbow. Yeah. Look at that. Completion. This is what makes life complete. We have the Hunter at the top. All right. So they could be a hunter. All right. Track down your fears, your desires. So that way you can take or action and forward movement here. rainbow, that is a Piscean energy. All right, Pisces represents the rainbow. So that is number 41. All right, makes me think of the Ten of Cups, the ultimate fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, something a lot of people never even achieve or even get to touch in life. All right, because it requires so much work, and a lot of people, they don't know, they don't want to do the work. We have here the arrow. Okay, so the arrow, yeah, is leading where the fulfilling energy is. All right, pay attention to the animals. All right, the ones that you see, even if it's a deer, there's a reason you were at that specific moment at that specific time. All right, there's a reason. It doesn't matter if these animals are a dime a dozen. It's the fact that you crossed paths at that certain exact time, not a minute later, not a couple seconds before. Hey, Persephone, you're playing. She's playing with my occult stuff. Yep. Got to be naughty, you know, so that way. So we got here the child. All right, so I feel like you guys both have a journey through beloved. And then we have fiery energy, all right? You guys feel one another's passions and desires. You can fulfill those for each other along this journey, but you also have to spread and lead the way and spread, just igniting that freaking fire and just embracing life to the fullest. All right, the journey, the owl on the head, it's wisdom, crown chakra. Beloved is here with you guys. All right, definitely. I'm getting guided for this one here. All right, so we have number 19 with the fire, and then we have number 5 for beloved, and then number 29 for the journey. So yeah, you guys have a journey that you have to embark on together. All right, you guys, I feel like, have been training for this. Oh shit! Ever since you were children. What did I just do here? What did I just do here? I don't know. I don't know what I just did. Okay, let's do 3 shuffles and get to it, so I don't scatter these everywhere. So the number 7. I just got a glimpse of the rose with the knife, which would be like the clarity. Oh, look at this. We have the twin flames. Yep. You guys are in this break up, separate, silent treatment, but you still keep getting struck by Cupid's arrow. So have faith it's coming, all right? A surprise invitation or meeting. We're going to take them out because that's pretty much what the 3 cards said in the beginning of the tarot. The 2 knights and the page of wands. All right? I mean, when you're flames, you can't really ignore it. It's too strong. It's too powerful. All right, so let's get another before we wrap this up because I don't want it to be too freaking long, if possible. All right, what else do we got here? Everything comes into our life at the perfect time. We may not think it, but nothing happens if it's not supposed to. All right? Some of our hardest choices and decisions are the most powerful and bring the most growth and elevation and the best life that we could ever live. All right, we got anything else here? Anything else? All right, so we do have here the runner. All right, so it could be, it's obviously a masculine. All right, there's that abundance, that Empress energy. All right, yeah, they want to meet up. They want to converse. All right, you guys are friends or, you know, lovers. But it's an uplifted feeling, all right? And they love to savor the frickin' moment. All right, so we do have here the love card. Yeah, there is a lot of love here. It's unconditional because it's spiritual. It's twin flame energy. It's life-changing. it changes the world, the collective. When the flames come together and they use their power with the magician and have the justice and the moon, the high intuition, the fairness, the balance, the high priestess, you know, and just the balance between having fun and acting and, you know, having a good time, being young, taking risks, taking leaps of faith, but you guys also know how to like slow down too, and it's balance. So I'm going to leave that there.